I believe you may call this fresh. I didn't think it would be as cold as this morning. Forecast said it was going to be positive 3 degrees. And swans are still asleep. I don't blame them. Must be pretty cold though, sleeping in icy water. So it's Saturday morning and I'm heading out Belvoir way, but for something a little bit different. But I may not be in time. I started to do from Belvoir Castle a park run, which really isn't my thing, but I know a few people whose thing it is. Today is the second day that they've done it, second weekend, and I thought I'd go and catch a start. But as it was so cold, and as I was cosy in bed, I kept going, oh, 2 more minutes, 2 more minutes, 2 more minutes. So that 2 more minutes became several minutes, and now I'm much later than intended. I did also look outside and saw it was frosty. That also had a bearing on it. So the temperature appears to have changed. -3 now.
Morning, welcome to Belvoir Castle Park Run event number 2. For those who were with us last week, thank you for coming back. I presume you enjoyed it. And welcome to everybody who's joined us this morning for probably their first run with us here at Belvoir. So welcome.
Well, it's a very chilly day to be running. A bit icy underfoot. Mind you, it's a chilly day to be riding your bike, I suppose. A lot of people though. It's a very popular thing, this park run. I like the idea of running, but I'm never very good at it. People who run all the time can run like a gazelle, can't they? Be right light on their feet. I always feel like I run like an elephant. The sun's coming out, so I can now change my glasses, I think. Well, it's a beautiful morning. Hello, horsey. It is very cold, but it's a beautiful morning. There's a track just here, and I've often wondered where it leads to. It says it's got a weak bridge. Let's go see, shall we? No one's been down this track yet today though. I don't know if it'll come out on camera, but the frost, very sparkly. Actually, that's a really surprising view has just opened up in front. Wasn't expecting that. In my head I was thinking it was just flat that way, but it actually drops down a little bit. So I've opted to ride down this bit slightly downhill on the grass, a little bit better than riding on the ice. And here is the weak bridge. Well, I've never been down here before. It's quite nice. It's a new discovery. I'm actually not sure where that's going to go. Down there. Maybe we should go and have a look. So the bridge which I just showed you is actually the unnavigable part of the canal, Grantham Canal. So although it does go from Grantham to Nottingham, as you can see that part is a long way from ever being filled with water again. But that tarmac track has now become a mud track. Very icy. As you can see here, this ice is pretty thick. In fact, all my weight of me and my bike is on this ice. and it's not cracked. So this little exploration hasn't actually turned into the best idea in the world. It's not the best track. It's not very easy to ride. Oh well, I'll push on. Well, this has turned out into a little bit of a trial. I think that might be what you might term a navigational error. It's not the best. The frozen mud is starting to thaw a little bit, but you can't ride over a lot of this. It's very, very thick ice, so if it was thinner, it would actually be better because you could just ride through it and it would break. But actually a lot of these puddles will stand the complete weight of me and my bike, and it's a little bit tricky. You don't want to slide on that, fall over and like break your wrist or something daft, not on a track as remote as this. That would be a disaster, wouldn't it? Oh, it's easy now on this bit. No problem now, it's a proper track. So as you can see, that weak bridge was only 1¼ miles, it seems. That was a very long 1¼ miles. Oh well. So that way is Granby Village, but I think I'm going to go that way. I'm going to ride to the sun, that's the thing to do. So it's warming up quite a lot now. I'm going to do something I've not done for a very long time. A little bit further on from Belvoir, there's a village called Harvey. And there's a hill. It is a long drag of a hill. I think I've only actually ridden up it a couple of times. It's one of those things you look at and you think, nah. But I'm going to give it a go, what the heck. So you can see in front, snaking up that hill and up through the trees in the distance, that's Harvey Hill. I say it's not steep, it's just a long drag up. So I'm about 2/3 of the way up. Yeah, but look at that view behind. Still quite a way to go though, unfortunately. Almost to the top. Wow, like I say, it's not especially steep, it's just long. But a beautiful day, and definitely, it's definitely a lot warmer. Well, there's good news and there's bad news now. The good news is, it's a balmy 4 degrees. It actually feels warmer. When that sun's on you, it feels really nice. Bad news is, shortly after getting to the top of Harvey Hill, there was a tractor cutting the hedges. And yeah, guess what? I've got a puncture. I don't think it's a very fast one, but it's definitely punctured. I reckon it's about half flat. So, although I stopped at Cafe Alley earlier, I didn't actually have a coffee or anything to eat. And I'm about 4 miles from there. So the current plan is to see if it will last me to Cafe Alley. So, keep your fingers crossed that I make it to the cafe. I'll keep you informed. So just in front, there's some country types shooting. There's a man waving a white flag. What's all that about? It's gone down there, look. What's that white flag mean? Safe to shoot? I don't know. So I've got about 1.5 miles to go. Very flat now. Very borderline whether I stop to put some air in it or not. I don't really want to change it. It is as muddy as a muddy thing. Oh, I'm out of luck. It's very flat now, so I'm going to have to stop. I'm going to pump it up. As you can see, I don't fancy the long downhill just before the cafe with a flat front tyre.
You okay?
Yeah, well, man, mate, yeah. So, a mile to go, fingers crossed. I'm going to leave the pump with the adapter in it, because I'm probably going to be needing it, aren't I? Let's face it. Half a mile to go. It's lost some pressure, but still rideable. It's all downhill from here. I feel it's going to have to be a sausage and mushroom morning. Well, it's considerably quieter here than when I left it earlier with all those park run fellas here. We've made it anyway. So, sausage cob and a flat white it's going to be, then puncture fix time. At the risk of opening up a whole controversial subject, had it been tubeless, this slow puncture would probably have sealed. Mike Wheeler will probably have something to say about that. So now it's recording. So in a couple of days you can look on YouTube and you'll be there. That's smart.
You know you're recording me, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't got one where it sits on your helmet then? He's recording you.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you're doing your work properly. Thank you.
Well, good news. Made it back to town and didn't need to pump it up. It's just gone down a little bit now, but not a problem. It's just a little bit on the flat side, but it's all good. I'll get home. So being as I made it back into town, I thought it's lasted longer than I thought it might do, so I put a bit more air in it, and I'm doing an extra 5 miles to round myself up to 40 miles on this ride. It's a beautiful day now. It's definitely warmed up considerably. Whoa. Bit muddy, slimy underfoot there. Kind of slip sliding away. Everything's somewhat grindy now. It's a good job I was going to clean it when I get back, eh? As you can see, it's going to need some heavy duty cleaning action. On that note, I should bid you farewell. See you in a few days' time. Thanks as always for watching. Don't forget to click the bell icon, like and subscribe. See you in a few days' time. Bye.